Dear friends, my name is Alexander Kachanovsky. I am the member of the board of directors for the whole project of Gem4me. On Thursdays, we have company news and how the project is developing. We call our project the first monetary messenger, and you have the unique ability to become an investor of this venture project, also known as a startup, which is in its final development stage. Our goals since 2014. First of all, the need to create an application that lots of people will use, but I will discuss it in further detail in the second part of today's presentation. Next, financing the project on the foundation of crowd investing, a highly prospective and modern form of financing. They use us fintech technologies, the reason why we call the messenger as the first financial messenger. Promoting the application with the help of the army of fans and, of course, professional marketing companies. We're planning to bring the application to the profitability zone and to sell it successfully with further support for the application. Main stages of the project are as follows. As I said in May 2014, we made the decision that we are creating the application. In November 2014, the first release. In 2015, the iOS release, and after that there were dozens of the releases, and now we're planning to finalize the messenger's development in September of 2017. As you can see, in January of 2016, we had the first 10,000 downloads. In August 2016, the first 100,000 downloads. January of 2017, 1 million, and by December of 2017, we are expecting 100 to 200 million of downloads. Why so much? I will discuss in more detail. As for now, we're very happy to have such an extraordinary growth, unusual for many applications. On March 14th, we had 1,704,045 users, the sum of downloads from both Google Play and App Store, the two main platforms. Every day we have a steady increase of 10 to 20,000 of downloads, but we're sure that they will soon be counting our user increases in millions. Regarding what I wanted to say in the first part, what this market is and why we're talking about the ability to receive such great returns, and most importantly, that you can receive this profit from your investments. Firstly, this diagram shows that over the last 15 years, from 2001 through 2016, the largest companies by their capita are companies from the IT sector. That is, Apple, Alphabet, the holding company of Google, Microsoft, Amazon, and Facebook. These companies have slowly replaced oil companies and banks. IT companies are today's trend. Next, the trend of using mobile applications. Please note that the amount of mobile phone users has surpassed the amount of computer users in 2015. Another useful and very important trend for us, the amount of users of messengers, 3 billion that is, has surpassed the amount of users for the four main social networks. Each year, mobile applications are downloaded 80 billion of times. That is what people use, and the profits from selling such applications have reached almost $9 billion in just one quarter of 2016. Let's get back to our market, the messenger market. In just 5 years, when WhatsApp was released in 2011, it reached a colossal success, and the amount of users speaks for itself. WhatsApp, 1 billion users. Telegram, 100 million users. Snapchat, 100 million users. Viber, 240 million of users. That shows us how many people are using this type of applications these days. Their value is a very interesting topic. IT company Airbnb, which helps people to rent living space in various cities around the world. It is a small company with not many employees. However, today it is valued at $30 billion, while Marriott, the giant company that has 4,000 hotels all over the world, is valued at $17.5 billion. These are the tendencies of the market these days. Viber was sold for 900 million in 2014. However, it is valued at much more today. Telegram is valued at least 1 billion. However, we had a meeting yesterday and we were told that Telegram is now worth 3.7 billion. An investor offered that much to buy it, but the owner of Telegram has declined the offer. Skype, 8.5 billion. Snapchat, $24 billion very recently. WhatsApp, and WeChat are valued at $80 billion. Those are just the values for messengers these days. The reason why I'm telling you about these values is because today you can take part in this market. How? By investing into this project. In order to create such a well-rounded application, millions of dollars are needed. We, as a company, have already invested more than $10 million over the first 2 years of development and are still going to invest no less than that. Developers do not have such funds, and they're attracting investors who buy shares from the company that owns the application, and at the moment of sale, more than 80 or 90% of the application, the shares of it, belong to investors, while developers get the other 10 to 20%. I am not offering for you to become a developer and create something. I am offering you to enter the investor pool who owns shares of the application today, just how they own shares of WhatsApp, Snapchat, and so on, to receive big rewards on that. Let's talk about our application's uniqueness and why its sale price will be at least $12 billion at the moment of its sale in the nearest future. Firstly, we are creating something that nobody has created before, and our application is not just a messenger for a long time. As you can see, Messenger is only 1/3 of what it is. Apart from messaging, sending images, pictures, and making calls, there are also other parts to it. That is, financial plugin, commercial platforms, and marketplace, and even more. I have elaborated on what each of these parts are and what their functionality is today. The foundation of the Messenger is its financial services and abilities apart from messaging. It has the ability to create an electronic wallet, which can have funds in it, withdraw funds from it, instant monetary transfers. We are also planning transfers from one card to another, to include various currencies, and the ability to introduce encrypted currencies such as Bitcoin and other modern analogies. Marketplace is a platform where private parties or companies can advertise their goods and services, while the users can choose from what is offered, read reviews, and even purchase them directly. Moneymaker, a platform where any user of the application willing to earn fast pocket money has the ability, by going outside or telling friends or relatives about the application, and by providing his referral link, to receive funds for each download. This is a modern way of expanding user bases for developers that today, because major advertising companies charge very high prices for promoting the application, which most developers cannot afford. Advertisers in the application is the ability to earn large amounts of money, and most importantly, its monetization for an application's future buyers. We have several advertising channels so that the messenger's potential buyer can have ways to benefit after purchasing the application. The application itself is making money. There is also other functions that we are currently discussing. That is an introduction of calendar, a to-do list, or reminder service, and the application will remind you of your upcoming events. We are also in the process of potential written translator development with Google, or even voice translations. These are tasks that will be decided on in April. As I said, we're planning to finish all of our developments and enhancements to the Messenger by fall of this year. Regarding commercial platforms, since it is a major multi-billion market and today most of advertisements are mobile and it even beats televised advertisements, we're having several commercial platforms. That is advertisements from our partner, Google. I will show you how this commercial platform works already. The marketplace, which has the option to buy any product or service, the best place for sellers to advertise themselves. For instance, in April, you can search where to eat in the application and it will present you several restaurants based on your location around you. Let's say you're in New York City and an owner of a restaurant notices that his competitors are advertising their restaurants in Gem4me and he wants to join as well. It is understandable that in order to get more customers, a restaurant owner will have to advertise his services and products locally in order to be seen by new potential customers. That is how commercial platform will work. Next, I have already discussed my Moneymaker platform for promoting advertisements or other applications, as I have mentioned earlier. We will also create a commercial platform for big companies to advertise themselves upon reaching 10 to 20 million of downloads, just how it is done in Snapchat. Snapchat has drastically increased its value right after introducing such platform from 3 to 4 billion to today's 25 billion of dollars. That is how much the market has valued Snapchat after its release its IPO. I wanted to show you that advertisements are already a part of our application. You can see that after making a call, like I just did, an advertisement from booking.com has popped up, and you will see some other advertisements. Our partner, Google AdMob, provides us with advertisements. Click on this advertisement, my friends. Place calls more often, earn money, because the money earned from advertisements before the application is sold will be shared between the owners of privileged shares. This is a part of the revenue that will be shared between our shareholders. In the past part, I would like to discuss the structural part of the project, what it looks like and who does what. That is management, developers, legal structure, referral system, and the army of fans. Our company is an international company, and our headquarters are located in Malta, European Union. The main companies are located in Malta, Switzerland, England, and therefore our administration and technical personnel is also located in various countries. We're communicating in various languages, and the messenger itself already speaks in 8 different languages, and that will only increase in the nearest future. The main developers are, firstly, is the company called Synesis, a large international company with its main office located in Minsk, Belarus. This exact company developed the well-known Viber in 2012, and it was bought by a Japanese company called Rakuten. And even today, Viber's tech support is still in Minsk, taking up 2 stories. Playtika was also developed by Synesis, and in August it was bought by a Japanese company for $4.4 billion. This is our partner, and we have already held 2 conferences in Minsk, specially to show our partners and investors our developers. And in April 21st through 22nd, we will have the same conference in Minsk with representatives from Google participating as well. Those of you who haven't yet visited their office, you will have a chance to do so if you choose to attend the conference. As for fintech technologies and financial services, we have a partner called Coinfide, who holds the technologies, the appropriate license, and which provides us the technologies for transferring money and withdrawing it. These are very specific and complicated technologies that we include into our application so that users can have a wide variety of functionality without leaving the application. Our legal structure is very important so that investors have the understanding of our transparency, and we are finalizing our move to Malta as we have created a fund, Gem4me Investments, for financing the application's development. Why Malta, you may ask? Their legislature clearly states that intellectual properties may include computer software, as well as, due to low tax breaks, it is very profitable to register an investment fund in Malta. More than 600 investment funds are registered there already. So how the fund works? It works as an open shareholder community. There are no limitations on the investment amount, the amount of investors, and the type of investments. There are several funds who require investors with experience, and our fund is open to everyone. This is a crowdfunding project where any person can invest any sum and receive the company's shares in return. The fund itself consists of 4 million shares, which are separated in 2 halves. One half belongs to investors, and the other half to developers of the project. 30 euros is the starting price of 1 share. Every investor provides identifying documents and becomes the company's investor, as well as receives a certification proving that he owns shares from the company in digital or paper form. Investor security is in accordance to European Union legislature and complete transparency. That is the reason why we have created such a sophisticated structure where every investor can see himself in the investors' registry. The funds from investors are stored in a major European bank, and there is an audit check done by one of the big four companies annually. These are the big four companies who provide the breakdown of what the investors' funds are used to, proving the transparency of our fund. As of today, we have finalized the fund's registration. Next week, we'll finalize the registration of the company that will hold the intellectual right for the Gem4me holding, and the whole system will be finalized by the end of March. I also wanted to add that those partners that join us today, they will still join us in accordance to the old terms and conditions, which are found on Gem4me.com website, and a letter from Bruno Horn, director of Gem4me Investments Company, guaranteeing that all shares received by the old structure will be converted into privileged shares of the new company in Malta. What is purchased today will be transferred completely for free for the existing shareholders. Crowdfunding, the official name of what is known, currently allowing us to depend on large companies that would potentially slow the project's development down. Referral system is another benefit of our company. Up to 40% of the company's funds are directed to the referral system, which allows to own the company's shares not only by buying the shares, but also by notifying other potential investors and introducing them to the project. Rewards of shares and monetary funds are issued to those who bring new investors, a very popular structure that works in European Union. As of December 2016, we've had $10.5 million invested into the project, and we're sure we will invest the same amount this year, after which the project will be finalized. It is very important advantage for us, our army of fans, those people that promote the application, as they know the more people we bring into the app, the higher the return they will receive off of their shares invested. As of today, we have very bright groups. As you have seen in the video from Japan, a very nice group there, and today I have just finished talking with our Korean group. They asked for a big presentation of the project. The work is going on in many various countries, and because of that, we have the advantage over other developers who spend a lot of money on marketing their creations. An example of Twitter, many of you must know it, but not many know that it couldn't get its amount of users up for 4 years after its creation. It got stuck on 30 to 60,000 users, and only after a big international expo it was noticed and it spread into different countries. We have very strong foundations in different countries, as well as Google is highly interested in our project. Valerie and I were invited to the European headquarters in Dublin. Google, they like our project so much that they sent a delegation of 5 people to meet our developers. And on 21st to 22nd of April, we're waiting for 2 Google representatives to participate in our presentation, as I have mentioned previously, in Minsk. April 25th, we will have a workshop on how to brand the application, and of course, we received an invitation to participate in the Seed conferences on May 15th through 19th in California. It is a meeting for potential investors and buyers with the developers of various applications. To finalize, I wanted to tell you what we as developers and administration are focusing on achieving in 2017. We are focused on finalizing the development of technical functionality, integrating the financial services into the app. Those who use it know that you have to download a second mobile application, Gem4me Finance, for now. Also, we're focused on launching the instruments for monetization, advertisements after the calls, broadening our geolocations, and most importantly in Asia, drastically increasing our user base to the point of everybody saying, download this application for yourself, because it does this and that, and you will need it. And finally, conducting our first international presentation of the project in Google's headquarters in California on May 15th. So you may wonder, what will your participation in the project give you? As I have mentioned earlier, it is a venture project that is in its finalizing state. We're doing extreme loads of work. By March, we have doubled the size of our developers to cope with the heavy technical work that we're conducting. It might look that something is changing, it might not look like something is changing in the app, and that there might be small errors, but we're currently rewriting the whole application in order to show you what the application has become in April in Minsk. It will have all the functionality we proposed, and in April it will be a completely different application. The official participation in the project is done by purchasing the shares from the company. The referral system allows you to earn by telling others about the project, and after the sale of the application, each investor will receive his returns from the investments that is drastically larger than what they have invested. I showed you examples of Viber, WhatsApp, and Snapchat. These applications will cost billions of dollars. Please note that out of our 196,000 of privileged shares of Gem4me Investments PLC, 1,960,000 of privileged shares of Gem4me Investments PLC, there are only 670,000 shares left for the investors of the project. Every day the amount of shares is decreasing, while the prices are increasing. For those joining us later, the package of shares will be more expensive. In this current slide, you can see the approximate table of how the prices will increase over the course of the year. The price for one package will stay approximately on the same level, but every month the amount of shares in the packages will be decreasing. In order to finance Project Gem4me, an investor can choose one or several commercial or investment packages. Each investor can buy only one of the packages, that is Go, Biz, Premium, or Premium Plus. An investor can buy an unlimited amount of invest packages. The more expensive the package that a partner buys, the higher his status in the referral system is. From the status in his referral system depends their premiums, which every partner receives in accordance to the referral program. The highest status a partner can have is in invest. In accordance to their partner's status, a partner can purchase from 2 to 10 promo packages depending on their status. The returns from the promo packages are directed for conducting advertisements and marketing for promoting Gem4me as an application. The last example that I promised to tell you, a very bright and happy example. You may know Snapchat. That was released on the stock market, placing their IPO. And a middle school in California made $24 millions of dollars by investing $15,000 in 2012. Take a look at the numbers. They sold 2/3 of their shares, which were worth $10,000 at the moment of purchasing. And these are the investments in the messengers and mobile applications at the peak of interest. 240,000%. That was their profits. This is what we're trying to achieve, what we're studying and working hard towards the goal. Thank you for the time, everyone. I wish you luck, and I'll see you soon.